share a story. Once upon a time, there was a jellyfish. We'll call it you. You became lost sometimes. You could be a little unsure. You tried very hard, but sometimes it didn't feel like enough. I hate to spoil the ending, but you is fine. You is still here, and you is going to make it. So, that's the first poem in there. So in the table of contents, it shows the categories that Pillow Thoughts has. The first category is if you are dreaming of someone. If you are in love is the next one. If you are heartbroken. If you are lonely. If you are sad. If you are missing someone. If you need encouragement. If you are soul searching.